Hi there and welcome to New Journey's Counselling channel. So, one of the things that I've been doing lately is I've been getting more and more referrals from couples, and one of the areas that I specialise in is couples counselling. And so I thought I'd make this video, it's just a quick video really, called Couples in Conflict, and I'm just going to give you 3 tips for if you're a couple and you're in some sort of conflict. I would suggest that counselling is a really, really good way of having another third party who's neutral to both of you, listening to your concerns and issues, and maybe providing some solutions. Because when there's just the 2 of you and you're kind of both trying to get the same points across and you're trying to work things out, sometimes it can be really difficult. So having that third party can sometimes be just what you need. And from my experience of counselling couples, the fact that you're just in that room, there's no distractions, you haven't got the phone, you haven't got the TV, the children and all the other distractions, you just have to focus on what's going on. So it can be a really good way if you're a couple in conflict. So one of the books that I think is really good and that I use quite a lot is called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff in Love, and that is by, should know this by now, but it's Richard and Chris Counselling. Now, I use this book quite a lot, even though you can't tell by the fact that I didn't know the title off by hand. I do use this book a lot, and I also refer to it. I give couples information from this book, and I also find it's a really good resource. So I'm just going to read you one item from this book, which I thought was really good. And that is, relationships can be challenging enough without the added burden of keeping past issues alive and vibrant in your mind. It's helpful to remind yourself of what happens to your own capacity to love, forgive and grow when you are consumed with something that is over and done with. Usually when your head is filled with concerns, reminders of past issues and problems, you are filled with fear, suspicion and frustration. Practically any problems, anything but love. Your frustration will usually spill over into other areas as well, and you'll probably end up being upset about all sorts of small stuff. So what they're saying really in that is, if you don't let go of the past, because that's what chapter it's on, you will just continuously be upset and angry. You'll build up resentment. Now, I can speak from my own personal experience and say that I recognise that in one of my previous relationships, even though the relationship was moving forward, there were so many unresolved issues from the past that I still had feelings about, that it left me with a lot of resentment. And that resentment, I think, in the end ended up killing the relationship, because instead of focusing on what's going on now, instead of focusing on the future, instead of really enjoying those precious moments that you spend with a partner, I was always in the past, always thinking about what's already happened. Even though it had been discussed, it was never resolved. So this is a really good way of letting things go, because unless you either discuss everything, get it out in the open and then move forward, or if you just continuously keep bringing up the past, it's going to have a detrimental effect on your relationship. So I'm just going to give you 3 quick tips. That was sort of a bonus tip, but the 3 tips are: let go from things from the past. So actually that was the thing that I've just spoke about. Holding on to the past is a surefire way of damaging your relationship. You can't go back in time and do anything differently, so all you have is feelings about the past, so you either need to explore them and then move on. It doesn't mean you have to forget, but I think if you forgive the other person and recognise that you're still with them so you can move forward positively, then that's always a good start. Tip number 2 is spend time talking about your relationship. Not many people sit down and actually have quality time where you just discuss, where's this relationship going, what have we got, what plan for the future, what are our goals, our aspirations, what are we going to do as a couple, what are we going to do individually. So if you make that a part of your routine to have these discussions, it's healthy, it's normal, it's really a good way of reconnecting with your partner. So it's about letting go of the past, that's tip number 1. Spending time talking about your future and talking about your relationship. ironing out those issues, but also talking about the positives. And my final tip is consistent and spontaneous compliments. So we all know that there's probably times where you're going out and you all look good, and you say, oh, you look nice in that dress, or that suit really suits you, or on special occasions we sometimes give compliments. How about just spontaneously giving your partner regular compliments that they weren't expecting? What that does is it not only reaffirms the relationship and how much you care about the person, but when you give spontaneous and consistent compliments, it's about reconnecting, it's connecting with that person. Every single person, from a child to an elderly person and in between, loves hearing nice things being said, loves hearing compliments, loves being praised. So make that a part of your relationship, make that something that you choose to do, both of you as a couple. You're going to just randomly give your partner a nice compliment. Oh, you've got such a lovely smile. Thank you for helping me the other day, bring the shopping in. That colour really looks nice on you. I love the way you do this or that. Make it a part of your routine. And then when you do have those arguments or when things are not going as well, hopefully your partner will then remember some of the good times, remember some of the good words, and it can build on the relationship. So that was quite a quick video. Now, as I've said about this book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, I would recommend people buying this book if they are in a relationship and if you want to just maintain that positivity within your relationship. Thank you for watching as always, and please tune in for more videos like this or different from this. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.